Hello everyone, today is day 53 of my 60 pounds in 90 days weight loss challenge. It's day 2 of my modified egg fast. I'm down 40 pounds today since the beginning of my challenge, so today's a super good day already. And I want to show you the quick, easy way that I'm scrambling my eggs in the morning for my egg fast. All right, everyone, so I'm finally down to the lowest weight I've been since I started this keto journey. Now, if you've read the description, you see that I started, I guess, about 2 years ago, coming up on 2 years now. And I was very good on it for 11 months. Then I was off and on of it for about the next 6 to 8 months. I wasn't really keeping track of the time, so I was on and off of it, and I put on some weight, and I'm finally back down to the lowest that I've been. So now it's rock on, right? Like I got to see how low I can go now. So hitting that number, I've been waiting for that number. I thought it would happen a little bit sooner because, you know, when you've been at that weight recently, you feel like it's going to be easy to get back to. It wasn't easy for me to get back to, right? Like you see what I've been eating for the last 52 days. And I've been eating very low calorie. I've been very good about not getting in a bunch of carbs. The carbs that I have been getting are mostly fiber. I've been in ketosis the whole time, nutritional ketosis the whole time. And yet it was still a struggle to get back to this point. My weigh-in is at the end of the video. I'm pretty excited to see that number because now I feel like I'm making forward progress. You know, when you lose weight and then you slip up and you gain some, until you get back to that point that you're at, or at least for me, I know I'm making progress compared to what I just was, but I still feel like I'm backtracking because I should have stayed there, right? And I get a little bit hard on myself. So even if you're losing weight to get back to a point that you were already at, I hope I can encourage you not to feel like you're backtracking, because any weight that you lose is an achievement, right? It's one less pound that you have to carry around. It's one less pound that has to be fed by little arteries, veins, and you know, it's just less energy that comes off, that has to come out of your day. It's less work that you have to do to haul it around. It looks better in clothes for every pound you lose, right? I mean, yeah, I felt like I was backtracking. I was still happy to be losing the weight, but I felt like I was backtracking till I got to this point. And I don't know why. It's we shouldn't feel that way. Progress is progress. So I am using a technique to cook my eggs that's making it really quick and easy. The cleanup is easy because I hate to jump up in the morning and well, it's not the morning for me. I work real late nights, so I get up around 11 or noon is the first time that I'll eat, even if I am eating more than one meal in the day. And I don't like to make a big mess. I don't like to make like a 3-pan mess for my wife to clean up after I head off to work, because I don't really have a lot of time to clean it before I go to work. So she's wonderful enough to do it for me. So I don't like to leave a huge mess just making food for myself. So I have been doing this since I was a teenager. I scramble my eggs sometimes in a coffee cup. And so I'm going to show you what I do there. Okay, so what I've got here are 4 eggs from my chickens. I've got a large coffee cup. I would say it's at least 15 ounces. And I've got my coconut oil because here's this coconut oil. I get it at Costco. It's organic, virgin, cold pressed, and unrefined. So it's pretty good coconut oil. And it's a great price. I want to add some of that to my eggs. So I got my tablespoon here. So you can see it's about a tablespoon of coconut oil. Now it doesn't mix well with the eggs until it's melted. So I'm going to go pop it in the microwave for about 10 seconds. My hands have been really dry, so I just took the extra coconut oil off the spoon. Instead of rinsing it off in the sink, I took it off with my fingers, and I'm just moisturizing my hands with it too. Okay, so there's my coconut oil. It took longer to melt than I thought it would. Our house must be colder today. It took about 30 seconds to melt. So now I'm going to crack my eggs and put them in the cup. If you have one of those mugs that you make mug breads with or cakes with, that's probably a good size to do this with. When you slap these eggs in the microwave, they tend to fluff up a lot. There's a lot of air gets injected into them. So you don't want a small cup because it'll overflow. Okay. So I want, this is Malabar black pepper. It's coarse ground. I really like the coarse ground pepper because you get a lot of flavor in it. So put some pepper in there. These seasonings make your eggs taste like they're gourmet, I'll tell you. This is granulated onion. I think I got this at Costco too. A lot of the spices we get at Costco. So put some of that in there. Put a little bit of garlic in there. It's granulated garlic. And then I'm going to use this light salt by Morton. It's 50% less sodium than table salt, which I'm not really trying to get less sodium, but it's got potassium in it too. That's what makes up the difference between the salt, the extra sodium. They put in potassium. So it's like half potassium, half salt. So I feel like it's good for our electrolytes. So you could buy this at Target or Walmart or wherever you go shopping. And I don't skimp on that either. I put a lot in there. Okay, so now that I got all my seasonings in there and my coconut oil in there and my 4 eggs in there, I'm just going to mix it up. Since these eggs come from my chickens, they're a lot firmer than, I don't know why, but the store-bought eggs are a lot runnier and they're easier to mix. The yolks and the whites of these don't mix together all that well. I kind of want to get a little stick blender to do my eggs with, but that just makes a bigger mess, so I'll probably just keep doing it this way. Okay, so that's pretty well mixed with the coconut oil. Sometimes it starts to float to the top. I'm going to go stick it in my microwave for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Okay, so I got my eggs out of the microwave. They were in there for 1 minute 45, and I'm going to put some jalapenos in there. So I like jalapenos. And I'm going to put some of this Valentino's hot sauce in there. Valentina, I guess. Because I like my eggs spicy. Plus hot sauce speeds up your metabolism. And then sometimes, because of the coconut oil, the eggs don't get quite done on the bottom. And you have to pull it out and see. It looks like these actually did a really good job. Sometimes they're not quite done. If they're not done, mix up all your stuff that you put on them. Like chop them up like this and scramble them. Mix them up and pop them back in the microwave for 30 seconds and they'll be done. And that's how I make my coffee cup eggs. The only thing that got dirty is the coffee cup. It's super easy cleanup. It only takes a couple minutes to do, longer because I was filming, but really I can do it in about 2 minutes and they taste just as good as if I cooked them on the stove. Talk to you guys tomorrow. 261.